Hello. Welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. My name is Monica and I'll be your instructor today. All you're going to need is some space to do some yoga and no experience required. You can make this as challenging or as chill as you want, whatever you need today. So let's get started in standing. So you're just going to put your feet underneath your hips, bring the shoulders back, and then you can either keep your eyes open or close your eyes. And just settle into the present moment. Maybe you put your palms forward for a traditional mountain pose. So happy you're here joining me. I really encourage you to curate your own practice. The beauty of a home practice is there's no shame in your game. You can change, modify however you need, hold things for longer if they feel good, add extra push-ups, whatever your vibe is today. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. 2 more times. Last one. Beautiful. Bringing your hands to your heart. And maybe you set an intention for your practice. So maybe you want to move with some peacefulness, with love, with gratitude. Maybe you want to let go of something. So setting the intention, turning this into a moving meditation. Breathing in your intention and breathing it out. Reaching the arms up above your head. Inhale. And exhale to fold forward, keeping the knees nice and bent as you let the head hang. And then if your hamstrings feel pretty stiff, maybe you're really bent, or if you have some room, you can straighten out a little bit. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. Deep breaths. Starting kind of slow here. And then bringing the hands to the shins, coming to a tabletop position with the back. Thinking about drawing the shoulder blades back behind you. You're gazing down at the ground. And as we kind of start a bit slower here, I want you to really savor each moment, each breath. Notice how it feels to slow down, to notice the present, to notice your breath. Sliding yourself down, to your hands to the ground, and then stepping back to all fours, like so. We're gonna rock a little bit here, so pressing into your hands, rocking your hips back towards your heels. Exhale, inhale to come up. Exhale, come back. Inhale up. 2 more times. Great. And then coming into a knee plank, either walking the hands up or the knees back, creating a straight line from your shoulders down to your knees. And then slowly lowering yourself down to your chest. Hands are alongside the chest as you lift up for baby cobra. And hovering the hands off of the mat, using your muscles here to hold yourself up. You got it. And then lowering it down. Exhale. Inhale, coming to plank or knee plank. And then coming back to downward facing dog. So an upside down V shape here, pressing down through the heels, lengthening up through the spine, the tailbone. Deep breath. If you ever have any wrist issues with downward dog or plank, you could always try to do fists. You could always do dolphin. Or think about spreading the fingers wide in 10 different directions and putting more of the weight on the insides of your hands rather than the pinky side. Inhale to walk, step, or lightly hop up towards the front of your mat. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop with the spine. Exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, sweeping the arms out to the side, reaching up. Exhale, sweep it back down. Soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive up. Good. 2 more with your own breath. Take your time. With each exhale, you're just releasing any stale energy you don't need anymore. Hanging out in forward fold when you're finished. Walking the knees back to all fours. Great, we'll take a little bit of cat-cow here. Lifting the tailbone, sinking the chest, lifting your gaze. Inhale. And then exhale to curl the spine up, dropping the head and the tailbone. Inhale, lift the tailbone, sink the chest. Exhale, drop the tailbone and the head. Continuing with your own breath. If you want to add some side bends here, you can do that. All right, finding some stillness in the middle. Turning on your lower belly. Pulling the belly button up towards the back. Nice. And then I'm going to have you tuck your toes and hover the knees off of the mat. Nice. You can stay here or you can take a little side plank variation where you just are going to pivot your feet and open up one way and then switching sides, pivoting the feet the other way. And switch. You can listen to me pop. Switch. And switch. You got it. Switch. Switch. Maybe you want to hold on one side. Maybe you want to take a break in child's pose. We'll do a couple more if you're following with me. Two more. Beautiful. Bring it down. And then bringing yourself up to a seated position. You can cross your legs or sit on your heels. We're going to reach up, inhale. Exhale, side bending to your right. Lengthening through the left side of your body. And then bringing that hand behind the head, open the chest up towards the sky. Folding it down. Opening it up. One more time. And then bringing it back to center. Reaching the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, side bending to your right. Feeling that stretch in the right side body, perhaps in the shoulder girdle. And then hand behind the head, open it up towards the sky, and then dial it down. Opening up, inhale, exhaling down. One more time. Nice, nice. Coming back up, bringing both hands behind the head. We're going to bring the right elbow down towards the ground until you can't control it anymore. And then back up. And then left elbow to the left. Back up. And then hold here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the chin slightly down. And then relax. Beautiful. Coming back to all fours. And then moving into downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling the feet out. A normal downward dog is about the length of a plank. So if you were in a plank and you didn't move your hands or feet, that's about how long your downward dog should be. And the hands and feet are about shoulder distance apart or hip distance apart. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up towards the sky. And then maybe opening up the hip to the right, bending the knee. Trying to keep equal weight in the hands. And then straightening it back out behind you. Lunging that right foot forward in between the hands, nice and light. Coming into your runner's lunge here. So just find some stability and some stretch in this pose so you're not completely dumping into your hands. You've got some integrity in the legs, pulling the inner thighs together. Maybe feel a stretch in the front of the left hip. Deep breath. Good. From here, we're going to straighten the right leg, almost all the way straight, slight bend still, and then bend back into the knee. Inhale, hamstring stretch. Exhale, bring it down. If you need to bring the hands a little bit further back, you can. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Option to lift off of the toes if you want to come onto the heel as you inhale. Exhale. Moving with your own breath, finding your edge, adjusting as you need. Can always drop the back knee. Good. Now coming back into your runner's lunge, and then we'll lift it up for high lunge. So again, you can always drop the back knee. So the back leg is straight here, and your right knee and toes are facing the same direction. Lifting up tall through the fingertips, and then twisting open to your right. And if this is uncomfortable for the spine, you could just twist a little bit, or you can go all the way. You can stay here, or right hand to the back leg as you reach up and back. Good, keep breathing. Keep that lunge in your right leg. Feel the stretch in the left side body. And then bringing it back to center, framing the right foot with the hands, and we'll step it back to downward dog. You can always take a vinyasa, some push-ups if you want, or stay here, maybe pedaling the feet out. Finding your breath. Finding your awareness of the present moment, perhaps reminding yourself of your intention. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Maybe opening the leg out. Trying to keep equal weight in the hands. Straightening that leg back out behind you. And then lunging it forward. Nice and controlled. Shouldn't be a thump. All right, runner's lunge. So again, Using your leg muscles to hold yourself up here. You could even hover the hands off of the ground. And then when you're ready, we're going to straighten in that front leg. Inhale. And exhale to lunge. Maybe coming onto the heel as you inhale. Exhale. You can always drop onto the back knee like so. Or stay lifted. Keep breathing. Take your time. Enjoy the sensations. Notice what you feel. Good. Back to your runner's lunge. When you're ready, lifting up for a high lunge. Nice and long through the torso, strong through your left thigh. Set up your foundation here, and then maybe twisting to the left, opening the palms up. Option to stay here or revolve twist with the left hand to the right leg, reaching up and back with the right arm. Breathe. Notice the sensations. If you lose your balance, just come back to it. Don't give up. All right, cartwheeling the hands down to frame the left foot and then stepping it back to downward dog. And then slowly lowering the knees down to the ground, widening the feet out and shifting your hips back to child's pose. Maybe rocking side to side or finding some stillness. Breathe. Let go. Letting go of the practice so far. Just with every breath, nourishing your body as if your stress can melt away as you breathe out. As if you can let go of anything negative or not serving you with each exhale. Each inhale bringing in new life, new perspective, new positive energy. If you'd like, you can bend the elbows and bring the hands behind the head in a prayer position, maybe inching the elbows up a little bit further. And perhaps you feel a tricep stretch here, maybe not. Deep breaths as you sink the chest down towards the ground. Bringing yourself up. One more little downward dog here. So walking the hands out, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back. Downward dog. Walking the feet up towards the hands or hopping, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reverse swan dive up, sweeping the arms up. And exhale, mountain pose. Maybe rolling the head, the neck, just getting a little bit of a stretch, reorienting yourself to being upright. Okay. Doing a little bit of balance here. So I'm going to have you put weight into your left foot. And then if you're really feeling unsteady, you could just kickstand your heel on your ankle for tree pose. Or you can take tree pose on your shin or on your inner thigh. So bringing the hands to the heart. If you lose your balance, just come back to it. I love balance poses because they teach us a lot about perseverance and being kind to ourselves. Okay, so you can stay here, or maybe you want to create a mudra above your head, a lotus mudra. So you would join the pinkies and the thumbs together and fan the rest of the fingers out. Opening up through the chest. And the lotus represents infinite, an infinite soul. Endless, because the lotus is supposed to have an infinite number of petals. So your patience is infinite, your perseverance is infinite. You can really handle anything at this point. If you've made it this far in the yoga class and in life and the pandemic, you're a perfect little lotus. All right, maybe you stay here, or you also could take a break, or you can take a big toe hold. So to do that, you can bring your left hand to your hip, take your peace fingers of the right arm, right hand, and then wrap them around the big toe of the right foot. So maybe you just kind of hang out here and try to keep your balance. Maybe you hang out here, or you could try to straighten your leg all the way. Maybe bringing the left arm out. So trying to open up that right hip. So just find your challenge. Maybe close your eyes. You got it. You can find your own challenge. I found mine. And then slowly and gently bring it down when you're ready. Shake it off. Maybe swing arms side to side, or shake off however you want. Just letting go of the practice so far. You're just here, you're now. Nothing else matters. The power of now. So moving on to the right side, you might be here, might be here, maybe above the knee. I'll stay here with you guys. If you're here, and then palms together. Finding your breath, maybe finding your drishti. So that is a Sanskrit word for a focal point. So finding something on the wall or the ground that is not moving, that really helps with your balance. Because with balance, you use your vision, you use your sensation of your feet, and you use your vestibular system. And we're using our vision here. That's why it's hard when you close your eyes. Okay, nice. Maybe you take a lotus mudra. Opening up through the chest. Whatever you're doing, you're beautiful, you're awesome, you rock. Stick with it. Don't give up. All right, maybe taking the big toe hold. So hand to the hip, peace fingers to big toe. Maybe you're here and you're just working on the balance. Maybe you're here or here. So find your thing. Maybe open the arm up. You got it. Pick your challenge, stick with it. Say nice words to yourself. Don't be mean. You got it. Breathe. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe one eye. All right. Slowly and gently bring it down. Shake it off. Let it go. All right. Widen the stance a little bit here. Gather up all the negative 2020 energy we don't need anymore. And then bend the knees and sweep it through. Exhale. Inhale, gathered up. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Folding forward in this kind of semi-wide-legged fold. Maybe swaying side to side in the torso. Feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Breathe. Keep the knees soft and unlocked. Shifting your weight side to side. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to walk ourselves over to all fours. You're welcome to take a child's pose, or I'm going to offer one more fun arm challenge. So if you would like to take a side plank, you could take it on your knee, or you could take a regular side plank, coming onto the outside edge of your foot and lifting up the right arm. You can stay here, or you can lift the right leg, or you could take a bind, bending the right knee and grabbing the top of the foot and creating a little back bend. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you feel like you can do right now, try it out. And then when you're ready, maybe switching sides. This is up to you, whatever you feel like you need right now or that you want to try. All right, bring it down. We'll take a little pigeon pose here. So if you prefer to do it on your back, you can. Or you're going to bring the right knee up towards the right wrist. Maybe bringing the ankle up a little bit higher or keeping it close to the other leg as you inch the left leg back. And it's important here to not just dump onto one side. Try to keep the hips even. And if this is uncomfortable for your hip or knee, try bending the right knee a lot more so the foot isn't so far towards the front of your mat. Or just pick a different stretch, because not everyone's hips move this way, and that's totally normal. So maybe you stay here, or coming onto the elbows, or perhaps onto your forehead. Whatever you decide, try to find some stillness. Deepen the breath. Unclench your jaw. Notice where the mind wanders. Just let everything be okay how it is right now. You're not trying to change anything. You're noticing the sensations in the body. You're melting, relaxing, letting go. Focusing on your breath. Finding stillness. Noticing what it feels like to be still, to be relaxed. If you'd like, you can stay here longer, or if you're ready to switch sides, slowly and gently bring it up. And then just inching that left knee up. And then bringing the right knee back if you need to do a couple hip openers to kind of relieve that, you can. And then bringing the right knee up behind the left knee up behind the left wrist. Maybe you bring the foot out a bit or keep the knee very bent. And then inching the right knee back. I know for me, my left hip is a lot stiffer and it's painful for me to force this as much on this side. So it's usually the case for most people. And like I said, some people's hip bones actually don't move very much this way. So if you're having any pain or numbness or tingling, just pick a different stretch. So maybe coming down onto the elbows, or you can stay on the hands, or down to the forehead. So whatever stretch you're in, find some stillness like on the other side. You can always prop the left hip up with pillows so you feel like you can relax some more. Take some deep breaths. Let it go. And just be here now. You're not thinking any thoughts. You're just letting yourself shine. You're just letting yourself breathe. You're just here. You're just absorbing the good sensations, the good vibes. Just letting the stretch happen to you. Observing. Letting go. Notice your breath. Melt further into your stretch. If you're ready, we'll begin to come back up. And then maybe opening up the hip a little bit or stretching it out however you need to. And if you feel like there's anything else you want to do that we haven't done yet, now would be a good time to do it, whether you want to take another balance pose or an inversion or stretch, anything. So you can do that now. And then whenever you're ready, we'll come down onto your back. And if it's comfortable for you, bringing the arms out to kind of a cactus or L shape, and then opening the legs out to a butterfly shape. If this is uncomfortable for your back or your hips, you can try putting pillows underneath the knees, or you can just stay straight, or perhaps let the knees fall together. Maybe closing your eyes. Deepening the breath. Relaxing the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Unclenching the jaw. Allowing your eyeballs to fall deep into their sockets. Notice how you feel. Notice what it feels like to completely and 100% relax. Give yourself this moment, give yourself this gift of relaxation. Don't give it another thought. You're here, you're in it. Just give yourself a few minutes to just be, to just relax. You can stay in that position, or if you want to take a traditional Shavasana, you can lengthen the legs out. Maybe bring the arms down and straight. Just finding your stillness here. And then surrendering control of your breath. Just let your breath come naturally now. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Relax your arms. elbows, wrists, hands. Relaxing your chest, torso, stomach. Relaxing your pelvis, your glutes, your thighs, calves, ankles, and feet. Letting yourself completely melt as you simply be here now. And as any thoughts rise to the surface or come to distract from your relaxation here, notice the power of bringing your awareness to your breath or to your body sensations. The power of bringing yourself into the now, noticing this experience you're having right now. The past is in the past. The future is in the future. The only real place where life happens is right now in this moment. This is the only important moment right now. Give yourself this delicious, splendid, perfect moment where your body is at peace, your mind is at rest, and you float into a brief state of bliss. Just letting go of any problem we may have had. We have no problems in this current present moment. We do not exist here. Feel your body melt into the ground. If you would like, bring your heels of your hands over the eye sockets, not pressing into the eyes, just covering the eyes. Experiencing this darkness, this stillness, this quietude. You're safe here, you're calm. You have the power to do anything. If even for a moment you have tamed your mind here and slowed your roll. Bringing the hands together, the palms together, and thumbs to third eye. The area of your third eye represents wisdom, inner knowledge. Acknowledging that you do have this deep inner knowledge, this wisdom that everything will always be okay and you're a lot more resilient than you give yourself credit for. If you're ready, we'll bring it to your side, or you can go straight up to sitting. So whether you want to take a fetal position first or coming straight up to sitting, whenever you're ready. Crossing the legs if you like, closing the eyes and bringing the hands together. I wish peace upon all of you guys. And really love that you joined me for this practice and I hope to see you very soon, okay? Take care.